Welcome to GARcast, home of all manly media.
Hello and welcome to GARcast. It has been a long year and now is a new year. And we look back at the old year where we didn't do much, but now we're here. It's the year in review 2019. And everybody is here. We have Lee.
Hello.
Boris.
Hey people, Boris here.
Nice. And Tom.
Yeah, I can't beat Boris.
And me, Eleanor. So we have already started with talking about the anime that happened in the year. So what do we have on the menu?
Not a whole lot.
Not much.
Yeah, I'm just gonna open this up with a confession. We've been bad. We've been naughty little boys and haven't watched enough anime this year. So if this means we lose out on our sick YouTube subs, I'm sorry, but I gotta be honest. I gotta just put that life out there.
This is our confession podcast, or what do you call it? Excuse podcast, where we go, sorry. But it'll all go well in the end, I think.
So the question is, did you watch our favorite anime this year? The answer is probably going to be no. Sorry.
Unless it's Mob Psycho. Yeah.
Unless it's Mob Psycho, then I think we watched.
I didn't. I want.
God damn it!
We had one
flubbed it. The only thing I had to watch, I missed. It was because I wanted to keep it all for one bulk, to just watch it in one go, because I wanted to binge it, and then as usual, I forgot. So I have it here on my very legal hard drive, and should probably watch it as soon as possible.
Well, the hard drive's probably legal.
Yes,
exactly.
I just have to interrupt now so I don't bring it up later. There's a show from summer of this year called Copcraft, and I don't know what it's about, but the fucking name Copcraft is sending me.
It's Minecraft, but more copy.
Except you oppress minorities. Wow, this really is gamer time.
So it is Minecraft.
Fuck.
Let me check. What the heck is a Copcraft?
That's bullshit. You invented that.
Well, it's true, and it has a cop in it on the poster, and also a girl that is maybe in Tibetan clothes.
A cop, and it's a bit in lowly.
Yeah. And the synopsis starts with 15 years ago, a hyperspace gate appeared in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, and I stopped already.
That's where New Zealand came from.
Just one day, there it is.
That's just the fucking plot to Pacific Rim.
Oh yeah, true.
Well, but now it's got cops in it.
Oh yeah, great.
And little girls.
Oh, it's written by the Full Metal Panic guy.
It's done by the Berserk New Adaptation Studio.
Oh, Boris, do you want to watch this with me?
No.
Please?
Don't we have like another season of what's the show called?
Knights and Magic.
I forgot the name.
What?
Yeah, that's the name.
Oh, I mean that's just rumors online, so that's not confirmed at the moment.
What thingy?
Knights and Magic. There's another.
Oh,
season.
Knights and Magic. Ooh.
Apparently, I guess it's a rumor, but now there's Copcraft. Tagged with the genres action, fantasy, magic, police.
Police genre.
And police. That doesn't sound suspicious at all. What's happening in the police genre? Just asking as a normal anime fan.
Fuck, I've forgotten the name. Good movies.
Psychopaths.
No.
Psychopaths.
Good movies.
Yeah.
Ghost in the Shell.
Maybe. What other good movies? Robot things.
Pet Labor.
Pad Labor, that's the one. There we go.
Yay. That's a good show. Everybody watch Pet Labor.
I couldn't remember Pet Labor.
Dude, there was a fucking third season of Psychopaths this year. What the
This year is like fucking me up.
And the film.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I actually watched the thing, like Attack on Titan Season 3, and it was very good.
Why is none of that tagged on the fucking Malgraph? This thing is useless. Fuck this. I'm just whatever.
Just yeet the whole thing out, just all of it. Oh yeah, but I could talk about a police-related thing. There were 2 Lupin movies this year. We had Lupin, Fujiko's Lie, and Lupin, Goodbye Partner. One of them was good, the other one not. You may guess.
Was the Koike one good?
Yeah. Now that you mention it.
I hear this Lupin fella has like good relationship with the police.
Yeah, him and Zenigata are fucking. If you disagree, you're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was already a plot point in part 5, where Lupin is very amused over the fact that he gets shipped with Zenigata on the internet.
Yeah.
And he has a jolly good laugh about it, while Zenigata is just blushing in the corner.
Okay.
That's canon, folks.
Lupin, rub your hairy hands all over me.
Well, that's on recording now, Boris. You're fucked.
Yeah, that can be cut out of context, but it could be worse.
So, on the topic of good Koike Lupins, which are, I don't want to say excessively horny anyway, but yes, they are. Good boy Koike doing his best, and I liked it. It's a very good ending to the trilogy with the other 3. It continues because there's sort of a cliffhanger, and it has a sort of mystery going on.
I love my boy Koike a lot. But he needs to fuck. Holy shit, that man is hornier than anything.
But the horny is spread out over all characters, so it's good.
Listen, man, if you're given the chance to direct a Lupin thing, are you not gonna be horny?
I'm gonna be
Can you
horny.
make that promise?
I'm gonna be horny. I can't help it. I'm a weak man.
Just slap all the Jigen designs everywhere.
Jigen can't wear a shirt this movie. I'm sorry. I'm just really sorry, guys.
Just cleavage all over the place. Yeah, a good adventure for dear Fujiko, who gets her own villain to defeat. And it's more of a road movie thing, like takes place in America, and Lupin and Jigen aren't much in it, but when they are in it, they are very much on display. So yeah, a good film. Had a mighty good time with it. And I'm really looking forward to the 4th one, because there has to be a 4th one now that the intrigue is continuing.
There has to be one about Lupin, right?
Yeah.
That's the character that's missing.
Or the Zeni. Or Zenigata Koike, which I would also love.
I'd love a gritty Zenigata Koike directed like cop film.
Mm-hmm.
That's my cop craft. There we go.
Damn, this police genre is actually lit.
Zenigata Copcraft, and it's just one Zenigata fighting with a diamond Minecraft block.
Zenigata beats up an Enderman.
Just puts him in handcuffs and puts him away. Just goes. And the other one was called Goodbye Partner. And friendship has ended with Goodbye Partner. Fujiko's Lie is now best friend.
I have not actually seen Goodbye Partner.
Don't. It's not good. It's I think one of the worst Lupins I've seen so far.
Oh wow!
But please go, Tom. I want to say something.
But because I rely on like Lupin Twitter to remind me to watch Lupin things. Because I either watch them when they first come out and they've got terrible subs, and I kind of ruin it for myself, and then I have to watch it again later on, which is fine. Or I rely on Lupin Twitter just constantly talking about it to remind me. And no one on Lupin Twitter has been talking about Goodbye Partner, so I've forgotten to watch it.
I think everyone just watched it when it came out, nodded, and went and then just left it where it was. The story is, as you can probably imagine, Goodbye Partner. Jigen betrays Lupin, but that's not the main point of the story. The main point of the story is Chopin's waifu and Edward Snowden's Amazon drones. That's
I'm
not a
sorry,
joke.
what?
Mr. Snowden is in this film Lupin, and there was a Twitter moment where the real Edward Snowden went, "Oh shit, I'm in a Lupin film and I love it." That happens.
Huh?
Yeah, that happened.
We live in a society.
We live in
in
several
a society,
societies,
my
it
dudes.
seems.
Yeah, so you think that actually there would be like drama with dear Jigen betraying Lupin, but no, it happens in like 5 minutes, and then everybody's over it and never gets addressed again. And yeah, they have to crack a supercomputer, but it's linked to a piano, but the guy who programmed the cracking piano code made an AI waifu that nobody can interact with. And
In English, 4 eyes.
I'm gonna put my glasses off. Okay, now I'm 2 eyes. It's a
They're
convoluted
fucking our
thing.
pussies.
Fucking our pussies.
They're destroying our pianos. Yes. So yeah, this film is an event. Please watch it or don't. But yeah,
I'll watch
also
it.
evil Amazon drones. I just want to point it out. The Amazon drones get sentient and start shooting stuff. They evolve.
Well,
Evolve, I say.
Well, here's my hot take. You don't need to say evil Amazon drones because it's already implied by Amazon drones.
Oh, okay.
And also by drones.
Yeah, there we go.
When's Jeff Bezos going to be in Lupin?
Yeah, when's my Jeff Bezos Lupin villain?
When's Lupin gonna put Jeff Bezos in the guillotine?
Just to end the Goodbye Partner, it ends by sort of retconning or adding to Jigen's past, and I didn't like that one bit.
Lupin character past is so convoluted at this point.
Yeah, they. Should I spoil that?
No.
What they do?
Just leave it.
No.
You can tell me afterwards, yeah.
I'll tell you afterwards. But it's like, oh god, just why? Just go home. It's like one of those films where you just end and say, "A film, go home. Just get out of my house. I don't want you here anymore. You're not invited anymore for dinner."
Thanks for coming for dinner, but like, can you please leave my house and never step back foot on my property?
Yes, exactly that. Yeah, that was my feelings about the Lupins. Watch the first one, the second one, either yes or no. If yes, then crack open a beer while at it, or something stronger.
Right. Well, we'll move on to something that everyone but Alana has watched. in Mob Psycho 2.
Yeah. Good show.
Mob Psycho, good. Very good. I sort of left it for a while. I wasn't expecting much of it. I don't know why. But then, coming in and sitting down, it's essentially, just a continuation of it all. It's if you love Mob Psycho 100 season 1, you'll probably love season 2, maybe even more. So
Yeah. If you love Reagan, he has some dedicated episodes.
yeah.
Ooh.
Glad to learn more about my dad.
Okay, I remember watching the first episode, and that was already absolutely stunning. I remember that. Because the animation is just as lively and happy and great as ever. And all the characters are super wholesome, especially the training bros who are there again.
Yeah, the training bros get some
characters.
big moments in this season, Eleanor. I think you'll like it.
Nice.
One of them gets real strong and big.
Yay!
Some big punch boys punch each other.
Yeah, just some sweaty man.
My genre.
And that's it. That's anime over. There's no more anime to talk about, right?
I'm having a little bit of a moment here. Did I fucking talk about the Baki on the last one we did?
I don't
don't
remember.
think so.
Don't think
No.
so.
I think we might have. unless we talked about Baki
I think we
separately,
might have.
because I think I brought up that my younger brother was watching Baki and he was really enjoying it.
Because there's like Netflix fuckery involved here, so I completed it in 2019, but it was done in like December 2018. So I don't know. But if I have mentioned it on the last yearly podcast, then I guess I just have early onset dementia, and
We've only got a few more years left with you until you get put in a home.
I don't want to be in a home. Just put me straight in the grave.
Just
slam dunk me into one of those.
So how was Baki?
Yeah. Bye.
It's Baki, all right. From what I've seen.
Yeah.
All those like moments from the manga that people like to like screenshot and post out of context, they're fucking there, and they're arguably like more like insane and like scary in the 3D animation.
How will you escape from this dodecahedron now that you don't have any urine left?
Yeah.
I watched, I think, 8 or 9 episodes of the first part. I still have to finish it. But there also is this moment of, haha, you chopping off my arm actually made me stronger.
Yeah.
And it works.
That's
medicine is actually incredible in the world of Baki.
Yeah.
Like the thing people can survive, it's unbelievable.
The dumb fuckery of Baki is kind of what sells it. And yeah, if you like that, then the anime's definitely got it.
There's a moment where Baki powers up by losing his virginity.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
that's
his shonen power up. He just like fucks his girlfriend for 3 days and his power level tenfold.
I'm happy about that. I love that couple. It's good that they get it off. That's nice.
It's refreshing to see. Your favorite shonen protagonist could never.
Yeah, can we rank shonen protagonists by how much they fuck?
There's not a whole lot.
No, there's not.
We're just going through. Okay. Well, since there's Boruto, at least Naruto must have had.
Naruto must have fucked like twice. But Boruto Naruto is like this
Boruto's
real
dead.
like really like boring vanilla guy. So I can't imagine it was good sex.
Maybe.
I hope they make a show about Boruto's dad. Fucking Luffy definitely had his dick touched, and we know it stretches as well.
Yes.
But that's not sex.
No.
He wasn't conscious.
No, I think Luffy just gets confused.
Do I
and
need some
probably jumps out
context
the
on this
window.
one?
How did we get here?
Because I'm just imagining someone
got-
grabbing Luffy by the like the dick and like throwing him, and like him like grabbing on like a grappling hook.
No, he was sleeping at the time. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Just watch
What
like
happened?
700 episodes of One Piece and you'll get there.
Okay, sweet.
What happened to my Christian podcast?
You happened.
I happened! Okay, while we're at it, we could continue with furry things.
No, God.
Aggretsuko came out.
Before we talk about anything else, the image of Franz Ferdinand being shot by the furry.
Oh,
This is my favorite
That's
casual
classic.
conversation piece. We found another.
put it on screen, Eleanor.
Yeah, put it on screen, Alan. I don't need to say anything about it. Isaac Newton, whatever. You know, the furry giveth, the
This is
furry
how Isaac
taketh
Newton
away.
invented gravity.
Yeah, the furries invent gravity, but they also start World War One. You know what are you gonna do?
It's impossible to say if they're good or bad.
Yeah, this is furries have like proven themselves real centrists on this one.
The thrilling conclusion to the stunning picture of last year has been found.
I don't think it's a conclusion. It's like a prequel, but there's gotta be like a third in the saga.
There has to be more. And like
It seems
what
like such
would
a
come
peculiar
after this is
scene.
what worries me. What do you do from here?
Well, you go to the second world.
Oh no!
Oh, no. This has startled the German.
Oh, the furry flying a firebomber plane over Dresden or something like that.
The Stauffenberg assassination just by a black giant lion with an eye patch.
And a large bulge.
Large bulge. I will commission that myself somewhere.
What was this podcast about again?
Game.
Furries.
Game.
Game.
Being gay.
Game.
That also. I wanted originally to continue with the furry Netflix things. Those being Aggressive Let's Go Season 2 came out. That was really good. Really cute. And a little show called Beastars, which isn't really out yet due to Netflix buggery. But I watched it.
A lot of people.
I hear a lot of people like that.
Yeah, people seem to really enjoy Beastars.
Yeah, it's super good. It's by Studio Orange, who also did Land of the Lustrous last year.
Oh yeah,
before last year.
And they've announced a season 2 of Beastars as well, haven't they already?
Yeah, they announced it directly with the season 1 end by see you next season, I think 2020 or something. But they immediately announced season 2. And it's really good. I think I enjoy it even more than the manga. I don't know if that is a heretic thing to say. I couldn't get that much into the manga, but just watching the anime, it's just, oh god, this is just such a dense, tight relationship drama. It's super good. I really enjoyed that. It's one of my highlights this year.
What the fuck is Beastars actually about?
It's a world where humanoid animals live, but all of them. Like from tiny mice to giraffes to wolves to everything.
It's Utopia.
Yeah, it's Utopia, yeah. But a lot darker in a sense that there's one big school, high school, where all of these students live. But there is always tension between the herbivores and the carnivores. And then suddenly, a murder streak starts happening that herbivores get killed. And one pupil of the drama club gets killed, and then we see what unfolds in the drama club. There's one stag guy who is the boss, and there are very many different characters, but also the world building is amazing. That sort of every animal has their own needs. For example, it's taboo to eat other animals, so carnivores have to eat eggs and tofu and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I hear the secret identity of the author of the manga is she's the daughter of the Baki author. So
yeah, that's also true. I think it's amazing.
I gotta check that shit out eventually.
Yeah, I think if your dad is the Baki author, I think you're gonna turn out really amazing as well.
You're gonna be a good kid.
Yeah. I think I'd seen some nice fan art. Actually, I think it was Baki throwing the wolf in the air or something. It was really cute. Yeah, a really super good relationship drama with hey, a wolf and a rabbit can't be together. You have to be a sort of perfect couple if you only date within your race. There's a whole sort of racism commentary going on, in the sense of that, oh yeah, you cannot, those animals can't be friends and stuff. It's as you said, very Zootopia, but with a darker, very relationship teenage twist that is really, really good.
You can't be friends with vegans.
Can't be friends with what's a vegan animal? With a deer. Who's friends with a deer?
Disgusting.
And also really quickly, probably add Aggressive Ratsko season 2, really good. I felt it was a very, very nice continuation of the first season, that you also introduce a love interest and a second love interest, so to speak, as well as her mom, and yeah, that makes for a really nice ensemble cast. Really like
Isn't there another like the next Trigger show is also a furry thing coming to Netflix.
Oh yeah, it's Trigger furry stuff. Isn't that the one?
Is that the title of it?
I don't know. I forgot what it's called. It's the new Trigger anime. Is also with humanoid animal people.
Are furries working at Netflix?
Dun, dun, dun. Oh yes, we have to keep this fast and tight. Regarding Trigger, no, I have not seen Promare and I'm very salty about it. I will wait until the Blu-ray. I have kickstarted the French Blu-ray and I will get it, goddammit. The end. Because Germany
you're
doesn't
behind
have
the
license.
Kickstarter?
Yes. It was me all along. I went into our nation of France and went, hey, give. And they went, oui. And then I got it.
My entire knowledge of that movie is based on the fan art, so I can only assume it's about like 2 hours of two dudes fucking.
Yeah.
Might as well.
I don't know anything else. Like, I've never seen another character in fan art. Like, if this movie has more than 2 characters, I wouldn't know.
The other
Yeah,
characters
same.
are very good as well. I wouldn't say anything else,
yeah.
but like it's very good.
Nice.
Look at Ali.
We
This
need the
fucker.
Imaishi train. The Imaishi wild ride does not end, and we are not on it. God damn it.
We're just watching it
We're
from the
not
side.
committed. We're too tall.
And it's just Ali whooshing past at light speed while we stand over here. Yeah, I think the Blu-ray release for Japan is February. So then we might wait for some digital trucks to come around where it could fall off.
It will be falling off. I plan to watch it.
Very good.
I plan to hijack that truck.
Yeah, I'm stealing that truck and I'm driving it all to your houses.
Flying from New Zealand to Austria with like a USB stick.
Smuggling.
The tiny truck-shaped USB truck.
Anime smuggler. Get arrested under like EU laws.
That could be a Netflix show.
The Anime Smuggler, now on Netflix.
I get thrown in some Austrian prison. Tunnel my way out through the mountain. Show up on like Boris's door and like throw him a USB stick and then like sprint.
You're gonna have like a big Lupin chase, like a tiny car.
Yeah, that'll just be rip off Lupin. That's the only way I know how to write things. Okay, I guess the other anime that I watched properly this year was Demon Slayer.
Oh yeah, I saw that too.
Oh yeah, that show.
The small unknown show.
It's very niche.
It's very niche. No one's ever heard of it.
Came out in a magazine called Shonen Jump. Thank you.
What do we even need to say about Demon Slayer? Anyone who's heard about it has probably seen it, so...
Pig Boy good.
Pig Boy good.
Pig Boy. Pig Boy is my favorite. My
Would never
favorite
have
character.
guessed.
Tanjiro respects women. Zenitsu does
doesn't.
not respect women.
The Pig Boy doesn't care about women.
Pig Boy just, yeah. He's not convinced women are real yet.
Doesn't really understand the difference. He grew up in the mountains, it's complicated.
But yeah.
I've only seen Sakuga clips of the show, but I only knew that Pig Boy also became the poster child for the Mexican uprising against public transport.
Really? What?
Yeah. Because
Amazing.
there were some strikes against public transport in Mexico, and like people started doing memes with him and like putting him on posters. I think because he fights a train or something.
Oh yeah, he attacks a train. He headbutts a train.
Because like, people said, yeah, he takes a train. He's our mascot now, and you see a lot of Spanish and Mexican posters with Pig Boy on it attacking a train. It was
Nice.
really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry, Tom, you wanted to say something.
Oh, it's okay. I've completely forgotten what I was going to say. My brain is empty. I think it might have been something along the lines of, yeah, the show looks good. The show sounds good. the people
Gets a
at
film as well.
it's UFO Table, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, people at UFO Table have really sort of really refined their I guess techniques from Fate. You'll see a lot of similar styles of like shots and cuts put through there, but they're just sort of a lot smoother and look a lot more natural now. So
Yeah.
They did a really good job animating this in between like tax evasion.
yeah, that UFO Table hides a lot of money inside of it.
It's a big table.
Does Tanjiro support tax evasion?
Inosuke is a libertarian. He believes taxation is theft.
That's entirely possible. Assuming he knows what taxes are.
Bold of you to assume I know what taxes are.
I think that's all I watched this year. I watched Ultraman Taiga. That's good. That's a good comfy show.
That's a good anime.
It might as well be. It basically is.
It was this year.
It was. Although I guess like it's way more like practical effects than I expected from a modern Ultraman show. Because I've seen some of the early 2000s ones and they're all CG. But Tiger is like traditional monsters, like monster suits and miniature cities being destroyed. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds lovely, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really comfy. It's like just a really straightforward Monster of the Week type narrative, but it's just like really comfy. The main character is a good boy.
Good boys are always accepted. And I could probably add, I watched, it's still ongoing, Demon School Iruma-kun, which is a new shonen that came out in the same magazine as Baki and Beastars.
Oh.
Yeah, and it has an anime now, and it's an extremely super comfy, wholesome shonen. In a sense, it's not so action oriented, but more like character and comedy. And yeah, basically, a good boy gets sold off to a demon by his parents because his parents are bastards. But said demon goes, "Oh, I always wanted a grandson. Will you be my grandson? I can be your granddad." And he says, "Oh yes." And now he has Kiryu Kazuma as his grandpapa. And he says, "Now you're gonna go to demon school as well." And now he is in Demon Hogwarts. And it's very comfy and very funny and cute. Good show.
I guess I watched with other people a couple of school romance show. I don't know which genre to put these in. There's Kaguya-sama and BOKUBEN. Kaguya-sama is decent because it knows how to pick up its feet and kind of move along, and a lot of the like visual humor from the mangas kind of come along with it, and the absurdity of it sort of carries it. Whereas BOKUBEN left behind all the visual humor of the manga and is just kind of really dull and draining.
Oh no.
But that's me. I can't help myself but read awful romance manga sometimes.
You are forgiven, Tom. You are forgiven.
I can't pretend it's not on brand at this point for me.
And I could do one last one. Africa No Salaryman finally got its show.
Oh, I need to actually watch that. I'm so glad it actually like got another adaptation after its. What was it? What was the old one? Was it like an app? Or
Yeah, some kind of app.
Yeah, it was an app anime. I found original clips of it. It's a horizontal anime. You're supposed to just watch it on your smartphone, but it's exactly the same. I think it's just adapting the manga, but not with the same visual pizzazz. Just like a vertical visual novel at this point. But the new one is a mix of 2D, 3D, a hell of a lot of memes and good stuff. I love it. It's a good show.
Like
it's like a really, yeah, Toucan is super good. I think he's voiced by the same guy who voices Mob in Mob Psycho.
Right.
And everyone goes, "Holy heck, why?" But yeah, he's a good lad. Let's see him. Toucan, voiced by Hiroshimono, and No, sorry. I think I did it wrong.
It's right.
Was
We
it?
can just erase
No.
that from history.
Yeah, we can erase it from history. But the mob psycho, the mob guy voiced someone. I think it's the wolf Legoshi from Beastars. It was a role where everybody went, huh? But it's
You're
good.
getting your furry anime confused.
Yeah. But it's true. African No Salaryman and Beastars, watching them back to back actually makes for a great experience, because both actually have like a thing about, cannibalism, and Beastars just completely straight faced, and the African No Salaryman goes, "Ha ha, dentist bunny gets eaten by lion." Lol. So watching these two back to back is a very good thing.
Don't do a cannibalism, kids, unless you're really, really hungry.
Exactly.
As long as you ask your friends first.
Yeah. You gotta get consent for that.
Yes, very important.
I guess we can finally leave anime behind. Shake the specter from us. Next year, I have like a personal goal. Maybe I'll watch even less anime. I'll finish
How is
Urusei
that
Yatsura for
possible?
next year's podcast, and I can just talk about that. That'll be fine.
Sounds good.
I'm lying. I'm gonna watch Copcraft.
Copcraft cast.
Copcraft cast. Oh no.
Should we go on with films?
I watched a few of
Always.
those, so we can
Yeah.
do that.
I watched a few of those, but not a lot of recent ones.
I watched Cats the other day.
Oh no,
Please
you
tell.
watched that?
Yeah. Sorry, this is
podcast is only about furry media this year.
yeah.
Yeah,
We're inclusive now. I think.
yeah. Put it in the thumbnail. I don't know.
This is for my furry mutuals.
Yeah. Shout out to my boys and girls and them.
And the scalies and the featheries and everybody else.
Anyway, so Cats was something I was like, hey, I know there's a couple of songs from this that are vaguely popular. Maybe I should watch it. And then the reviews came out, and I was like, oh no, I shouldn't watch it, but I definitely have to watch it now. So I went with a couple of friends to an empty cinema, I might add. There was just 3 of us in there. And I don't know how long that movie was. It felt like 5 hours. It was just kind of, fuck me. I know Cats is supposed to be this kind of purposely kind of absurd thing, but it didn't translate well onto film, and the actors they chose just kind of lended it to being more uncanny, because it's like, here's this face you recognize, just defiled in the most ungodly, unhuman way possible. Do I have to see naked James Corden cat? Unfortunately, yes. The one redeeming, part of this was if they hadn't edited out Idris Elba's dick, because apparently he just had that out for filming for some reason, but they didn't because they're cowards. That's my review of Cats.
So you'd say like seeing naked fucking what's his name is worth it for also seeing naked Idris Elba?
No, it's not worth it. God, please don't say it. Don't watch Cats. No Cats. Cats are cancelled. I'm sorry about that, sis.
They would re-release it with better CGI now.
Are they patching it?
That's
Is
not
that
going to
patching
save
it.
it. That's I mean, there are some points where it's like clearly unfinished. There's these points where you see people's like arms and stuff beneath the suits. It's like, oh, that just was not caught in editing at all. But better CGI isn't going to make this movie any more like feasible. Like, there's this scene that has all these like children in cockroach costumes, and that's terrifying. It's fucking like, it's mind blowing. You can't fix that. James Corden like eats one.
Listen, man, they really needed to get this movie out before Christmas to lose $50 million. So
It's like $70 million they lost, wasn't it?
oh, I don't know.
They lost all of the dollars, I
Oh
think.
god.
They lost dollars.
Big holler dollars.
Every review I've seen of it says the exact same, that it's a trip from back to front and not good.
Every review of this movie is like someone just read the Necronomicon.
Yeah. Like everybody losing their mind.
Yeah, this is the newest H.P. Lovecraft story.
They have seen the unseeable.
Slightly less racism.
but more furries.
Balances out.
Checks out.
That's a trade we can do. That's a trade we can do.
So yeah, Ali, talk about good movies, because I can't at the moment.
Battle Angel Alita was,
there we
was
go.
a very good movie.
Alita!
It's Spy Kids and Machete merged into one movie, and that movie is an adaptation of Battle Angel Alita, which is it's so much, but I really like it. It's kind of like a quite endearing adaptation of the manga as well, of like the first first 2 volumes. It doesn't cover the whole story, thankfully, because that'd be way too much to do, but like the first major part of the story is covered.
It's up to like Motorball.
Yeah, you get Motorball in there. And like the CG is way more palatable once you actually see it in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, watching those trailers was really uncanny, but in the movie you get used to it after like 10 minutes.
Like, maybe just now living in a post that first Sonic trailer world, like...
Post Cats World.
Post Cats World, like that first Alita, like, look of the huge eyes doesn't look too bad now.
Yeah.
And
it can get so much worse.
yes, it can.
Once you stare into the abyss, you learn to understand the puddle. Yeah, I watched it in cinema as well. It's
nice.
Super cute and endearing, and there's like South America represent.
It's a Robert Rodriguez movie. Like, you kind of get what you expect from it, but like, if you're a fan of Alita, I think you probably would be happy with this.
Really disappointed that there was no Tom Savini cameo, and he has like an even more advanced like gun dick.
But you get Christoph Waltz with a really big axe. That's also good.
Yeah, that's like the first competent anime adaptation or anime and manga into live action. So there you go.
Nice. Yeah. If you're talking about good films, there was a Korean film called Parasite.
No one has seen that one.
No. I don't know how much we can talk about Parasite, so like, because if you haven't seen it, like, it's one of those movies, just don't read anything about it and watch it, which is really the best bet for it. But like, yeah,
if you sign up for a Letterboxd account, the movie gets streamed into your brain for free.
The thing about Parasite is, I guess this is my only comment on it, aside from go watch it, is a lot of people are putting it on their like best of the year lists, and they're people that it's kind of like, it's a little bit weird that they would find that movie really enjoyable, because it's not exactly tiered towards them.
Yeah, I think, was it Elon Musk who said it?
Yeah,
was
Elon
like
Musk and like Obama and stuff. It's like, really?
Huh.
All right.
It goes through many themes and genres that we can say with not trying to spoil too much. But yeah, I did the same. Just don't read anything. Don't watch any trailers, no teasers. Just go in there.
I did exactly that, and I had no expectations. And then I watched the movie, and I still wasn't sure what I was watching. But it was real fucking good.
Yeah. Yeah, the longer you think about it, then the end. At least for me, like the more I liked it. I think I'm gonna rewatch it as well one day. Yeah, it's a really good time.
I guess we should talk about the big movie that came out this year.
Godzilla.
Thanos movie.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Thanos movie.
Oh yeah, Thanos movie came out this year.
Yeah, Thanos movie.
The big purple booty.
Big.
I'm gonna be honest, that movie was 3 hours, and I remember maybe 5 minutes of it.
I watched.
Maybe sums up my relationship with the MCU these days.
So I didn't watch the movie, but there was on my flight over to Australia in like August. There was a lady in front of me that was watching it. So like in between me looking up from like playing on my DS, I would like watch random scenes from Thanos movie, and there was a point where she was crying, and I was like, "Wow, man, this must be real sad, huh?" And then I ate my food.
I was real happy with that movie coming out of it, but I don't think it'll hold up over time.
Oh no, it's
In my
a
mind.
3-hour fan servicey hellscape thing, from what I understand. So it's not going to hold up.
But that's what you kind of expect it to be. The sort of like finale of the MCU.
Yeah,
But it's not.
pretty much.
After that, we got Jake Gyllenhaal movie.
I haven't seen
Shut
that
up.
yet. I need to see
Oh, yeah.
the Jake Gyllenhaal MCU movie.
It's,
Jake Gyllenhaal's really
I
good in
still
it.
also need to watch that.
Yeah.
But that was expected anyway. Jake Gyllenhaal's good in everything.
Yeah, the goodest man's.
Apparently he's adopted Tom Holland now.
Yeah, he's just got a new
Adopted
son.
or are they married? Because I'm getting mixed signals from their Instagram posts.
They can be both, I don't know.
I guess we'll get out the way the one sort of last vaguely Superman hero related movie out the way, and then we can talk about
Godzilla.
young Joker, Mr. Joker.
Oh,
The Joker.
Joker.
I put in big yellow letters on screen. We live in a society. I liked it surprisingly.
I don't think I
I
enjoyed it
watched
as
it.
much as other people, but it was good.
Hmm?
Um,
Yeah, it was good.
it kind of kicked its feet around too much at the start and just kind of, I think was a little bit too self-indulgent. It just kind of wallowed in things a bit, but that's fine. I guess it picked up and it had the Joker in it, so it's got to be good, baby.
The
he
GameStop
said
Funko
society
Pop
once
told
from what I
that.
know.
Yeah, he climbed into a refrigerator at one point.
Yep. Just goes in there and floop.
Yep, and
He's
that's
in
the scene. That's it. That's the scene. He climbs in, and that's it. There's no mention of it ever again.
Perfect.
Oh yeah, they also, because it's a prequel. I think we can spoil that. The Master Wayne is a little kitty, but that also means that his butler Alfred also is younger, and they made him a very big bear. I forgot who played
What?
him, but
Did he get
I'm
played
really
by
happy
Jude
about
Law,
that.
or am I imagining things?
I don't know, but it was like a big beefy dude with a beard, and I thought, hey, you're a nice bear guy. I like you.
All right then.
He's also like in there for just one scene. But, Joker was a good time. I liked the stuff at the ending that it says about media and stuff. It has themes in it. many
What?
themes.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Can you
I don't
imagine
want that
this?
shit in my movies.
Joker has themes.
There is a whole lot.
Next you're gonna tell me Parasite was political.
What?
I know writers who use subtext and they're all cowards.
Hell yeah.
From who was that quote again? I remember that quote.
It's in what's his name? Whatever.
Garfield.
No. Fuck no.
Oh, it's Garth
fuck.
Marenghi's Dark Place. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That was it.
That's also good. Everyone should watch that.
It's on my plan to watch really big up top.
It's like all on YouTube, I think. So let's go for it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it is. That's how I watched it.
Should we do the two independent evil Scandinavian? Are they both Scandinavian? I don't know. The Lighthouse and Midsommar. I watched both of them. Super good.
Lighthouse still hasn't released
Oh,
yet,
that's-
and I'm real fucking pissed.
Oh.
Yeah, it didn't have a screening here.
Oh damn! Yeah, that happened to me as well. But then it got like a second 1 day release for the director's cut.
Oh, nice.
And I was lucky to be in town and getting a ticket. So I watched the 3-hour version. No, that was Midsommar, but Lighthouse, it was also just 1 day. They're doing very limited releases of those. That's really nice.
The problem with trying to find tickets to Lighthouse and screenings of it here is there's a big theatre chain in Wellington called the Lighthouse Theatre.
Right, yeah. I can see the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can get your hands on the Lighthouse, please do watch.
I think it comes out
very
here
much
soon.
a trip. Was end of January?
Something like that. It's out on digital now, I think, so I could probably watch it anyway. But I'd kind of like to see that one in the cinemas if I can.
Yeah, it's definitely very worth it for the cinema for this big booming soundtrack that it has. Like the sound in it is absolutely amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Can very much recommend watching it in the theater.
Yeah, and
If
Midsommar.
sorry. Yeah, if you don't have a couple behind me that showed up with a big bucket of popcorn,
Oh no,
red wine bottle.
Oh my
To
god,
watch.
living it up.
They be doing fancy.
Can you
I
take
don't know why you would
wine into the cinema? Like a bottle of wine?
I don't know if it was a bottle, but I know it was. But they both had 2 wine glasses. But it was like my independent cinema where you can do that. You can order
I see.
that. So you get the experience. But yeah, why would you do that for a film like The Lighthouse? And I had to tell them twice to please keep it down. I'm a person who does that in the cinema. I will be very stern with you if you are not quiet.
That's good.
But yeah, then the man of the couple got very upset. But I just turned around and ignored him, and then everything was quiet. So yeah, if you have a good crowd to watch it with, but for Midsommar,
Guess I'll watch it at home.
Yeah. Nobody talking behind you, crunching their popcorn with red wine.
Only me crunching my Doritos. while fucking
Crunching on some
Robert
tomatoes.
Pattinson sucks Willem Dafoe's dick or whatever this movie is about. That's the titular Lighthouse, right?
Yeah.
Willem Dafoe's dick is the lighthouse.
Yeah.
It spins and illuminates the night.
He can do that.
Yeah. He's Willem Dafoe. He can do that. Yeah. In all seriousness, yes, please watch it. Black and white, the 3:4, that already just sets the screen. It's just a big music boom. And I think pretty no other characters are in the film, just those 2. There's maybe, I think, one else in like flashback, dream sequence, whatever. But yeah, it's like super good. Please do watch if you have the possibility. What was Midsommar? Has everybody seen that?
Yeah.
I've got it. I haven't seen it yet.
I have not seen it.
Okay.
Ari Aster, you did it again, you bastard.
Yes.
You did it again. I came home and I had a very hard time sleeping.
Success.
Oh.
The lad is good with the horrors.
He sure is.
Yeah, this movie starts off with a bang, in a sense that you're watching the first 5 minutes and the film hasn't even started. The title crawl hasn't even happened yet. And you're already, oh god, help. This is awful.
This is deeply
in a good
uncomfortable.
sense. Yes, I am very uncomfortable. And then stuff happens to a character where they say, okay, we should go to Sweden. Finland? Sweden? Scandinavia. And
Sweden.
Sweden. And then everything goes worse downhill. Because it's not just the horror that's happening there, but there's a lot of character relationship going on.
It's a breakup movie.
Yeah, it's a breakup movie in a sense. It's while the first Hereditary was about family, this one is about relationship and friends. And I think that also hurts really good. Much ow.
This movie strengthened my racism against the Scandies.
I don't know how much was added for the director's cut that I saw, but my version that I saw was like a solid 3 hours.
What the fuck?
Holy shit.
Yeah. It was woo-lelo. There were many things going on.
I mean, the regular version was long, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it was 3 hours, no. So, curious to see what the hell that is about. I mean, I did say I wouldn't ever want to watch this again, but I don't know. I said the same thing about Hereditary, and then I did.
So yeah, Midsommar, if you can watch that, please do, but strengthen yourself mentally really well for that. It's not one of those, hey, let's watch that now and have a jolly good evening. No, that's you're gonna be on your sofa and you're gonna sit there, and it's going to be a wild ride.
Is this now where we talk about Godzilla?
Yeah, let's talk about Godzilla.
Ali, this is your time
This is
to
my
shine.
time to shine.
Stage is yours.
Yeah, shock horror. I liked King of the Monsters a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. Like, I liked it more than the 2014 one. I think perhaps just because I found it was like a bit more lighthearted, which I like from Godzilla movies.
We saw a lot of the kaiju.
Yes, many kaiju in this
Oh
one.
yeah, there are loads. Mothra looked great. They managed to adapt the design in a way that, like, retained what's great about her, but, like, actually looks good on screen. Ghidorah finally looks actually good in a movie. The Rodan introduction scene is amazing. Like, one of the best things in a Godzilla movie, to be honest. And the big chunky boy is as big and chunky as ever. He actually gets bigger as well in this one.
Yeah.
And yeah, like, I didn't know what to expect from it, given that it was Michael Dougherty directing, who is known for very twisted horror comedies. But I guess, like, in retrospect, the movie doesn't really feel like him all that much, and I think he just kind of put aside his creative choices in his other movies to, like, just capitalize on the fact that he loves Godzilla, which is always appreciated.
Well, all his other movies also have monsters in them, and they were, like, increasing in size with each movie.
Oh yeah, true.
So now we've reached the apex.
Well, next time he just has to go
It's
bigger.
the biggest of boys.
Yeah.
So get ready for Trick or Treat 2.
Oh yeah, that's coming out soon. But yeah, I was watching Krampus again the other night, and I was just thinking, they gave this man Godzilla. Like,
Hell yeah. I would give that man Godzilla.
me too. And I'm glad they did.
Mm. Yeah, as you said, you were. I think you posted it once that you mentioned. I think the first Godzilla was just too dark. You don't see much of the big boy.
Yeah, that was my issue with it mostly. Like, I like 2014 a decent amount. I think it's a good Godzilla movie, but, like, I just think it's just too dark. Like, visually, just like the final fight between the Mutos and Godzilla is just, like, really dark, and I wonder if that's just because they wanted to emphasize the atomic breath scene. And like, okay, so we need to make sure it's dark, so that the atomic breath looks really good, and then the rest of it was lit kind of poorly.
Yeah, for me it worked. I think I saw it twice or even thrice in cinemas, and then bought it for myself. But I definitely understand your point, because you only see the big boy at the end, like, really well, but then it's also, like, as you said, in a dark place. But I feel like Godzilla King of Monsters took a page from Pacific Rim.
Oh,
In
definitely.
a sense of a big, colorful, big contrast is make it super impressive, and I really love that about King of Monsters as well. It's, like, also one of my favorites this year.
They, like, really emphasize, like, the gold of Ghidorah, the blue of Godzilla, the red of Rodan, and then, like, the kind of more ethereal greenish quality of Mothra. Like, I think I really like how they capitalized on that, just to give it more light. especially because I like, again, like a lot of the scenes take place at night, and because that's how you make monster movies look really imposing. It's you shot them at night.
Pretty nice thing to do there with like Mothra's colors being closer on the color wheel to Godzilla. There's that entire king and queen thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you also said it's more lighthearted. I like that as well. There's a lot more jokes, and I don't think that the film is the perfect balance for me between silly and serious.
Yeah.
Like it knows when it has to take itself serious and when it can be silly. For example, how does Godzilla travel so fast? Oh yeah, a hollow Earth.
Yeah. Oh
yes,
yeah.
Totally. Yes.
Yeah. No.
Absolutely.
I think
everybody just nods and goes along.
I think it's great that
totally.
it does sort of play into some of the fan aspects of like what people want from like this new Godzilla. Like the Hollow Earth thing is what things people have been talking about like since the last one came out. Of like, oh yeah, this probably something. It's like, oh yeah, this is actually in the movie. That makes sense. And like it's got like the thing is with Godzilla movies is you expect the human stuff to be very basic, not the best. And I don't like hate the human stuff in the new one. I think it's fine. I think it's just fine. Like
that's the highest praise you can give for the human stuff in the Godzilla movie.
Well, yeah, I mean, like I was rewatching some of the Showa ones a little while ago, and like at least like a few of them, it's just sort of really boring. It's not very interesting at all. And then Godzilla shows up, and it's great. And then Godzilla goes away for a bit, and then it's boring again. And then Godzilla shows up again.
Godzilla coming back.
Like at least like in this one, there was an emotional core to it. But like if that like resonated with you, oh yeah, it's a fun movie to watch.
I think the best description I heard for that was the family is a Roland Emmerich family.
Yeah.
Like the sort of type you would find in like Independence Day.
Pretty perfect,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, it's like sort of your Hollywood blockbuster family. You can sort of understand them, but you don't love them, but they're there. They're doing their stuff. It's okay.
Yeah.
But you're really just here for the kaiju.
And the kaiju are definitely there, and they're very good.
Shout out to Ken Watanabe.
Yeah.
Wasn't in the film? Yeah, he gets a really great scene.
That's
got me really emotional.
That's really good
as well. Yeah, he did a very good in this film.
And then Godzilla's gonna punch Kong sometime this year. It was meant to come out in March, but it's been moved back. I'm not sure when it's been moved back to, but it's been moved back.
Can't come out soon enough. I want to see how big that monkey is.
Well, yeah, they've indicated that Kong's gonna get bigger, so.
Is he gonna go? Uh-oh, sticky.
I hope so.
That'd make the film like just completely alley-core.
I love the images of the height comparisons between Godzilla and Kong, because Kong looks so tiny compared to like the official heights of all the Godzillas. It's just like true manlet. And I kind of don't want them to make him bigger, because that would be such a perfect like Gremlins movie.
Who would win, one Godzilla or 100 Kongs?
Yes.
Who would you rather fight, a Godzilla-sized Kong or a Kong-sized Godzilla? What?
No.
Who would win, a million Kongs or the sun?
Just keep firing. It's like a cannon. Just keeps firing Kongs into the sun. Or is it they all like swarm around it, like create like a net around the sun to like crush it?
Yeah. That sounds more plausible.
So it's the rise of the swarm of the Kongs.
Whatever strategy they choose, I'm not gonna question them.
Now, who are we gonna get to direct this though?
Oh, good question.
Who's mad enough to do it?
Neil Breen.
Make a super bridge.
Neil Breen, yes.
I would say if we make a super duper bridge to the next film, I don't know if you want to talk about it. of mad directors. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood came out.
This man is
Oh,
out
yeah.
of control. There are too many times.
He'd just be putting
There's a
feet.
scene where like a
everywhere.
girl, she's like, "Yeah, I'm underage," presses her feet against the like windscreen of the car so the camera can see it. Thanks, Tarantino. Very cool.
This is the first Tarantino movie I've seen where a legitimate, good, emotional, sweet scene gets ruined by a feet shot. Because he just had to put feet in there. For no reason other than dirty feet are on screen. Like in the middle of the screen.
And no one knows why.
It's so distracting. But anyway, it's a it's a good movie.
It's a good film.
It's a fucking 3-hour mood piece based on 60s Hollywood. Basically has no plot. There's a lot of car driving and the soundtrack's fucking great.
Yeah.
And I've listened to it like 3,000 times because I use it for falling asleep sometimes. It's real chill.
Nice.
Brad Pitt takes his shirt off at one point, and I can't believe this man is like 55 or whatever. And the entire fucking final sequence is the most incredible thing. You'll
Yeah, I guess just to
never
anyone.
laugh that hard again at grisly violence.
Yeah, to anyone that like perhaps is interested in maybe seeing it, like it caps off with a flamethrower because, yeah, I guess.
Because he can. That's why.
Because someone just had a flamethrower. It was established in the movie earlier on. And it came back.
As you said, the whole film is a mood piece, but then he just comes around with this finale. And it's the best thing ever. I think the theater I was in just was either in shock or laughing or both. But basically the whole place erupted at this whole ending sequence. And it was a very good time.
Also, I was really glad that Bruce Lee was in this.
Yes.
Tarantino kind of did him dirty, but I was still glad he was there.
I thought it made sense because it's how he gets remembered, because how the stuntman
by Cliff,
remembers
yeah.
him. Yes, so it was from his perspective. So I thought, yeah, okay, it makes sense that he just comes off as more bit of a bastard. But
yeah.
he just, the guy who plays Bruce Lee, he just has it down.
He did a perfect job, yeah.
Yeah, he's the goodest lad.
And I also like all the little scenes where Bruce Lee shows up in the background in like flashbacks, showing that he was training basically everyone in Hollywood back then.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I need to rewatch it for some Easter eggs. Apparently, you can easily miss a few. I also just saw it once. But apparently, one of the spaghetti western posters, one of the directors is Antonio Margarete in Glorious Bastards.
There's actually a thing where if you buy the special edition of the Blu-ray, you get the poster for that Italian spy movie he did in universe, and I really want that, but it's also like $80, and I want to pay that for just the poster.
Yeah, that was also a good time of a film.
Yeah, I liked it way better on my second watch because I knew what I was getting into.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, as I said, it's basically just this sort of like movie time machine.
You're also getting film history with it. That's also good.
We also had a movie that was the like end scene of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood stretched out to a whole movie this year, which was John Wick 3.
Oh yeah. That was this year as well.
Yeah.
That was fucking Kino.
John's officially a Slav. It's
couldn't be better.
I mean, I wish Keanu tried to do a bit of an accent when he talked in like Belarusian or whatever, but like it's
he can't do that. That's Keanu. Come on. This movie had like an unprecedented amount of dog action scenes, which
very well choreographed dog action scenes.
Yeah, those dogs knew what they were doing.
They were loving it.
They were professionals.
Yeah,
there was a lot of scrotums getting brutalized.
Yeah, John Wick. If you're into like cock and ball torture,
Boy, do I have the movie for you.
yeah.
And if you're into feet, then I also have a movie for you.
No, because it starts off like really quiet and calm, but then like within the first like 5 minutes of the movie, John just fucks a guy up with a book. I'm like, oh no, this is John Wick. We're in for it. And I don't think I've seen anything more kino than that fucking knife shop fight.
Oh yeah, let's fucking fight John Wick in the knife museum.
Oh,
It seems like a reasonable idea.
Yeah, the movie's worth watching just for that, really.
Yeah. It's worth watching for a lot of shit. There's like a fucking motorcycle katana fight, and that's like in the middle of the movie.
nice.
There's John Wick executing people with a horse.
Yeah,
There's a lot of stuff going on.
and there's gonna be another one.
Hell yeah. I mean, it's a John Wick movie. At this point, you know what you're expecting. This one is just like more colorful and like even crazier than the previous ones.
The story is
Yeah.
still like barely strung along as like some kind of nonsense.
It has this neat little universe that's built that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but it's fine.
Anything else, I guess, from movies? Because I've got a couple more to mention quickly.
No.
I watched the Star Wars.
Oh,
Yeah, I
fuck.
want to ask, do we touch that?
I didn't, and I'm not
I
gonna.
also finished The Mandalorian today, and it was like the best Star Wars thing I've seen in years.
Oh, okay. Tell me how you got Disney Plus. Wink, wink.
Oh, I illegally traveled to America to register with a Disney Plus trial account, and I watched all of The Mandalorian, and then I traveled back here.
Is Disney
Okay.
Plus not in Europe?
Or at least not in my place.
No.
Like it says coming 2020, and
Oh,
I say,
okay.
okay, thank you.
Okay, well
Yeah.
it's here already, so I'd watched it like some of it on a
Huh.
friend's account. I just assumed it was out
The
everywhere.
Mandalorian, or just Disney Plus in general. Oh, okay.
I guess if we're going to talk about shows, we can mention The Witcher, which I haven't finished yet, but is really fucking good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's still big on my list that I need to watch because, yes, everything that I've seen of it is very much yes.
I've become a fan of Henry Cavill so quickly. They had all those interviews where it was revealed that he's a hardcore gamer, but also a Chad. And then the show came along, and it was all that, like, bounce a coin off your Witcher thing.
Yeah.
What is he doing with all that ass?
Yeah, double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon.
Hell yeah. I don't understand, like, they made Geralt even sexier.
Yeah, all the actors from what I've seen have been doing a really good job, and aside from Henry Cavill, I think most of them are pretty new to big acting. I know the guy that plays Dandelion he's done like stage and musical acting, and like he actually knows how to play a lute, so that's how he got the part.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, apparently he just showed up to the audition and like auditioned like once, but he brought a lute along, and so that's why he got the part. But he's really good, so I'm not going to complain.
Yeah, he does a really good job.
Aside from that, I don't think I watched anything else that was particularly interesting as a TV series this year.
I want to add Tuca Bertie from Netflix. Was, I think, by the studio that did BoJack Horseman, but by a female showrunner, I think Anna Hannawalt. And it's super good. It's about two bird people in their like late 20s, early 30s who just move out. They had been moving together. One just moves into a single apartment. The other one moves together with a boyfriend. And yeah, it's like a lot of like late 20s woes about your job and your relationship and stuff. And it makes very good cases of like many things that I haven't seen in other shows. Also, like, stuff about, I don't want to say, like porn and fetishes and whatever, like you don't have to be ashamed of what you like, and it's extremely positive of a show. Like, has also, like, some heavy hitters in it, because, yeah, the other one girl falls kind of in love with her boss, but she's in a relationship, so doesn't know how to react. But it's like, I was very impressed with the show, like what it just can do with, like, funny animal people. Ha, there we are with the furry theme again. Just, I think, 10 episodes or something. I was really impressed with that show. I really liked it. But then, yeah, it got cancelled by Netflix. I don't know why. But yeah, a lot of people were upset and want to start petitions. But I hope there will be a season 2, because I would love one, because the characters are so endearing. But yeah, watch the Tuca Bertie. Super good show, like really surreal art style. Like houses that have eyes, and yeah, it's like, it's really cool. Loved it. Good stuff.
Man, I feel like there was another show I watched, but whatever. If I can't think of it, it wasn't important.
I guess the only other thing I can talk about is the new Taika Waititi film, Jojo Rabbit.
Oh yeah, that came out here yesterday.
Oh my god, it's really...
Yep.
It feels like it's been here for like most of the year now.
Oh goodness, yeah, Germany isn't out either yet. Like, we don't have it yet.
Haven't heard anything.
How is it, Tom?
Well, yes, yeah, it came out in October here. So I saw it not long after release. It's good. It's really good. It sort of leans right into absurdity in times like that, and I think that sort of really helps carry it. There's these scenes where, like, one person walks in and then everyone Heil Hitlers each other and they start talking, and another person walks in and then everyone Heil Hitlers each other, and then like a third person walks in, and it goes on for like 5 or 10 minutes, but it's just hilarious because it's so absurd. There's like a lot of really good comedy actors, and they do really well. Like Stephen Merchant does really well and stuff like that. And Taika's great. So yeah, there's not really much to say about it. It's there is sort of an emotional plot line, but I think most people will go to see it for the very Taika Waititi style comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I have a thing for that. The final episode of The Mandalorian is directed by Taika Waititi.
Oh, is it?
Oh,
yeah,
I heard that.
Ooh.
He voices a character as well. And you can tell the episode is directed by him, so...
Very nice.
It's also the one where Baby Yoda gets punched.
No, I guess we could touch music quickly, because I've been pretty bad on music this year.
Me too. I just looked at a few power metal things, and I'm really happy about Wacken happening this year. Well, there's just the Blind Guardian did an orchestra album.
Oh,
that's good. It's just, there's no band at all, just orchestra, and with like metal vocals, and it's really good.
Beast in Black continued to make Berserk fanfiction in music.
Yes. Oh yeah, new Beast in Black
And it was
album.
very,
That
very
was super
good. I've had that on repeat a lot this year. It's very fun album.
Can never go wrong with a Rocky
No.
cover.
Tyler, the Creator, came out with Igor, which was an incredible album. I might say it's his best album.
I think I'd say so, yeah.
Yeah. It's got a very sort of good theme running through it, so I definitely recommend it. I like JPEG Mafia's new album a lot as well. I'm a big fan of his music. I didn't listen to the new Danny Brown though, because I'm a fucking dumb shit.
Oh, you gotta. It's good.
Yeah. I didn't either.
I did listen to the Billie Eilish album though, because I'm a 14-year-old girl. I thought it was okay, but like I said, I'm a 14-year-old girl.
Gloryhammer came out with a new album. That was really good. Sabaton as well. they had the Red Baron song that also had a Hammond organ in it, and if there's a Hammond organ in it, I will go absolutely ham over the song. Opeth also had a new album. Forgot about that. Those were all very good.
Oh, I gotta mention Slow Tie as well. Everyone should check out Slow Tie. Put out a really good.
Oh yeah.
Did he put out an album this year? Or did he put out a bunch of songs? I don't know. He's really good.
Yeah, he put out an album.
Yeah.
I think you linked me a few of that. I think
Ali and I were posting them in his server a few times.
Yeah, just after the election, probably.
Yeah, we both literally posted Doorman at the same time, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good time to be angry at the British government, so that's a good album to listen to.
Mm-hmm. I'm just looking. What else did they have a list somewhere?
The new Blank Mass album is some good industrial electronic music.
Shit, I forgot about that. That was really good. That was probably up there with my favorites of this year.
I got into that for the first time as well. Pretty good stuff.
Dragon Force came out. Sorry, I forgot. Dragon Force came out. Fun video. I forgot what the song was about, but a black and white one with 3D animation. That was very fun. No Through the Fire and Flames, but there's a gag about that in there. But Dragon Force going full out on the power metal 80s aesthetic, and very big, very camp, very good. Sorry, Boris, I interrupted you.
I was just gonna rapid fire list off some metal stuff that I listened to.
Go for it.
Because that's what I did. There was a lot of good metalcore this year. There was a new Killswitch Engage album. There was this band that I discovered like a week ago. It's called See You Space Cowboy.
Oh yeah, that's pretty heavy, but I really enjoyed it actually. I listened to it one night while I was doing some cleaning. It keeps you going.
Yeah, that one has like a very early 2000s emo metalcore, whatever.
That's probably why I vibed with it so much.
I like it a lot. There's the new While She Sleeps album, which is up there on the top for me. Bring Me the Horizon came out with one, but they're not metalcore anymore. They're not even metal anymore. They also released another thing like a week ago, which is just like weird electronic waffling, but it's fun enough. One of my favorites is an album called Love Exchange Failure by this band called White Ward, which is an interesting like post black metal band, but they also have like a saxophonist as a full-time member. Yeah. There's just like sax solos in there.
My favorite part of metal songs is when like the other instrument kicks in. So like when like bagpipes kick in, because bagpipes are a metal instrument. Or like horns.
There was an album for that this year as well.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, I remember listening to that. I can't remember what it's called.
The Sour album.
Yep, that's that.
Forgotten Paths has a lot of bagpipes. It's like a Scottish black metal thing. But yeah, White Ward. Really good, really interesting. Love me some sax solos and my metal. The Idle Hands one.
Oh,
that one's I think really hyped in like the metal community. It's this like mix of traditional heavy metal and just goth rock, which I also enjoyed a lot. Yeah. What else? Slipknot released an album. It's been a while. That's band. I mean, you've listened to the Slipknot album if you care about it.
People seem to really enjoy it, though.
Anything. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, opinions are always all over the place. Everyone always says the second album is the best one, so this one's kind of like the best one since that one, apparently. Is the consensus, maybe. Make of it what you will. It's good.
Nice.
Yeah. Kel Decapitation.
Oh yeah.
That was like last month.
That was good.
I'm still kind of doing that. Still kind of listening to it sometimes, processing, being angry about the environment. The album. There was a new Cult of Luna. which
nice.
is
K-pop.
which is a band that writes like 10 to 15 minute songs, and it also took a while for the album to click, but it's good. It's real good.
Nice.
If you want some slow crushing stuff. Yeah. If I forgot anything, I'm sorry. It's late.
What else? I finally listened to the Dorian Electra album that people on my timeline seem to love, and it is really good if you like weird pop music. It's
I listened to that one song you posted today.
Absolutely essential to listen to it because it's like genderqueer. It's like a big comment on masculinity, especially, and it slaps. So give it a listen. Dorian's voice is very heavily auto-tuned, which is probably like a bit off-putting to some people, but like I really like how they use it.
If people liked
the hooks
808s and
are really
Heartbreaks,
good.
they'll like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna listen to the album soon.
Same,
But
you also
for
recommended it to me.
for now, I missed it.
And like generally their style is just very good. It's like I said, they're genderqueer, so like their style reflects that, but like it's the whole bravado and extravagance of their appearance really shows through in their music videos, so definitely check those out too.
Yeah, that flamboyant music video.
Yes.
It delivers what it promises.
Right. Is that us? Can we let Boris go to sleep?
Unless you wanna like do real quick video games.
Sekiro good. Anime Dark Souls was fine from what I've played of it. I haven't played much of it.
Have you played New Vegas 2?
I have not played New Vegas 2, but you seem to think that was alright.
Yeah, it's probably the favorite, like up there with DMC 5.
Nice.
It has some flaws, but it builds a really like solid foundation that they can expand on in a sequel, which it apparently is gonna get because it sold really well.
Nice.
But it's gonna be exclusive to Microsoft things because Microsoft bought Obsidian.
It's better than Bethesda.
The game's real good. Yeah, I guess. It has capitalism bad. The video game.
Wow. I watched someone play some Death Stranding. That looks like a lot of fun, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a friend of mine is gonna borrow me that game once he's finished, but he has like 100 hours in it now, and he's still not done. So I don't know.
I finally invested in a Switch, and I now have Pokemon Soul and Shield.
Oh yeah.
I got Shield, and I love it a lot. It's I really like the idea of like combining football culture with the gym leaders.
Yeah, no, I've seen that.
Now
That looks good.
It fits really well from what I've seen.
Of the hype. Yeah, and it works so good, and the gym leaders are like properly fleshed characters with like their own families and like siblings and stuff.
They really knocked it out the park with the gym leaders this time around, because that's all the fan art I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Focused on them.
I think they sort of started a little bit with more in-depth gym leader backstories last generation. You saw a little bit of it with some of them, like Olivia, I think her name was. You deal quite a bit with her outside of the gyms and stuff like that. But yeah, it's nice to know that that's sort of more of a focus.
I love the idea that they also give you like little trading cards that they have signed. That's so you can get like additional info, like stuff they would give to their fans. But everybody else, which I'm now on, I finished the champ battle, but there's like post game stuff that I'm now on, which I'm enjoying. I heard it's not that long, but I like it. Where everybody has like a second like rare card that they can give you, where there's like different art,
Right.
and there's like different info on it. For example, that the fire guy, like Kabu, is actually from the third generation. He's like from Hoenn, coming over. Like he's not native there. I think it's like little things like that. or that the ice lady has a son, and he has the same gym in the other edition, and apparently they had like a big debate and split the city. Stuff like stuff like that. It's like mother and son. So, yeah, it's cute.
This is the first generation in a while that I've really liked, like, the vast majority of the new Pokemon as well, which is really cool. Like, there are so many that I've just thought, oh my god, I love you. Like, and it kind of bums me out that this is also one I can't play yet because I don't have a Switch, so I may have to invest.
Yeah, I'm at the point where I was sort of stubbornly holding out for a big price drop, and I'm guessing one will be coming soon. I know a Switch Lite is like a lot cheaper, like $200 cheaper, but I want the utility of being able to play on a TV as well.
Yeah,
so
same.
I can't even afford the video games for the consoles I have.
That's fair, yeah.
And the early this year looks fucking nuts.
It does.
There's like in March and April, there's like 4 or 5 games I would like to get, and I most likely will only get 2 of them.
Oh god, I'm still working on the backlog for my Switch because there's like the new Platinum game, the Demon X Machina, the Mecha game I still want to play.
Oh yeah.
They think No More Heroes 3 is coming out. That looks so amazing.
But next year looks fucking lit for games. We got like Cyberpunk, we've got Doom, we've got that Ghost of Tsushima, we've got like Animal Crossing.
We got Resident Evil 3. There is like
a new Wasteland
Neo
game.
2 is coming out.
A new Vampire the Masquerade game. Neo 2.
True.
Psychonauts 2.
There's a lot. Oh, Psychonauts 2.
New Oddworld game. There's all kinds of stuff. Oh, the new Yakuza game as well.
Final Fantasy thing.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 7 remake, yeah.
Yeah.
That'll get delayed, don't worry.
So I don't know, it's pretty close. But I guess the same thing happened to Doom, so yeah.
Apparently there's a new System Shock game coming out next year. What the fuck? Huh.
And I haven't even started Breath of the Wild yet, despite owning it, because I'm stuck in Pokemon.
Well, Breath of the Wild 2 is
don't worry about it.
So
I still haven't played Yakuza 0 and I bought that on release.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Respect. Yeah, I want to invest in a PS4 soon.
PS4s are just getting cheaper and cheaper. You could probably find a second-hand one.
You may as well wait for the 5 now.
I think there's enough games on the 4. Oh no, it's going to be. I mean, there's still rumors at the moment that there's going to be backwards compatible, but I guess hold off and see what it's going to be.
Listen, if the 5 is backwards compatible with every PlayStation thing, like the rumor that's floating around, Elena, I'm gonna sell you my PS4.
Nice.
For real cheap.
Yeah, very nice.
And that'd be the.
It will also be a nice.
Yeah, Boris can go over
because...
to Germany, and that'd be the last GARcast meeting that we need to.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because we still need to collect all of us 4 in one place to watch something incredibly cursed. We don't know what yet, but something good.
Copcraft.
Cursed Gato.
Copcraft. And thus the podcast ends where it started, at Copcraft.
Well, I guess I just want to end on like a nice note. Like 2020, here's to a good year. High hopes and all that. It may not last long, but hey, at least we got Copcraft.
Huh. Yeah.
At least we got Copcraft.
We'll always have Copcraft.
Yeah, I think that was our year-end review with a nice outlook on the coming decade, whatever it may bring.
World War III, here we go, baby!
Yay! Alright. Okay, so that has been then the usual round. That was Ali.
Bye-bye.
Boris.
I'm sleep.
He gone sleep. And Tom.
Copcraft goat.
And me, Eleanor. So have a splendid beginning of the year. And yeah, see you all. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.